Everyone. Everyone. There we go. Now let's start this out. Let's boot up the switch. Let's boot up the switch. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bonk the mic. Didn't mean to bonk the mic, sorry. Come on. There we go. There we go. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Alrighty, there we go. Damn it. Might not be able to charge it with that. Might have to charge it. Might have to charge it without this extension cord in. I know you can barely hear me, guys, because I moved the mic. I'm about to move it back in front of me. Just gonna plug in my charger cord. It's pretty charged. It's pretty charged. Good. Charged. Alrighty, let's move this mic back in front of me. Let's switch source on the TV screen and start playing. Shit. Alrighty. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Ah, Okay.
She's 13. And I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Alrighty. Let's go.
Hey!
This does have multiplayer on it, but you don't unlock the multiplayer till you unlock your scale. But it does have multiplayer on it, online multiplayer. So if anyone does have this on Switch, I'll play it with you. And you can play it with me.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
Damn. I wonder if now they re-release this and that I heard that that sold well.
We
that
will
they
be
might
landing
make
shortly.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Thanks, Lynn.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil
We'll
it.
save the
'cause I've
rest
seen
of
the
orientation
ending.
for once we're
I've
back
seen
at the
the
barracks.
ending to this, but I did spoil it for myself back when it released in Wii U. But I haven't. It's still a first playthrough, so I don't want no spoilers for most of the rest of the game. I've seen the ending only because I spoiled it for myself. But I kind of want to see how it builds up the ending. I didn't see how it built up to it, but honestly, this game ends with a to be continued. So I'm wondering if they're gonna now make Xenoblade Chronicles X2 on the Switch too, or make DLC for this on the Switch too.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying
Switch.
Lindley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be
I
eager
believe
to
this
hear
was
the
originally
details on
to
how I
have
found
DLC
you,
on the
sure.
Wii U, but they canceled
Well,
it because
We
of
better
fucking.
not keep them waiting.
They
The barracks
canceled
are
it 'cause
pretty
of
close,
fucking
actually. They're
Wii-
set up just
Wii U
behind the
was a
giant blade
flop.
tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
I wonder if now that this
We'll
is
pass
doing
through
it on the
Armory Alley,
Switch,
but let's not get
and actually
sidetracked,
selling
okay?
well, better than
We
they
can
did
check
on
it
the
out
Wii
later.
U. If that means we might get the DLC now. That was originally planned for Wii U. They've done it with all the other Xenoblade Chronicles games where they've given them extra story content. They didn't do that for this, but I'm assuming they will later on. They've done extra story content for all the other ones. Where they're like, oh, this Xenoblade Chronicles, I'll give you an example. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition had an extra epilogue story, DLC story. Then Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had Torna, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had its extra story, Future Redeemed. So I wonder if they're gonna do like an extra DLC story for this game, where like Xenoblade Chronicles X extra story, whatever, announced that like the Summer's Game Fest direct. So yeah.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any
But I can see them doing that now that this is, like I said, on the Switch. It's selling better than it did the Wii U version. A lot more people are playing it now than what they did in the Wii U. They may be like, okay, let's go back to this and add that DLC originally we had planned for Wii U. Just do it on Switch. We'll get to where that cliffhanger ending leads to. How do we get in here? 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 How the hell do we get in here? How the hell do we get in here? Been forever since I played this. I mean, it's been years since I played this. I don't remember exactly what I gotta do here. Get inside there.
Sir! Here's what I know.
Alrighty, how do I get in there? How do I get in there? Oh Okay, how do I get in there? It's not letting me go in any of the doors. Oh, I have to go this way. I have to go this way. Damn. There we go.
Hey! Hey!
There we go. Blade Barracks. I was like, where the hell do I get in there? Oh no.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi.
Ms. Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Yeah, how do you end up on Mira?
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat.
Damn.
Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
All right.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
Right.
It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
The Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Alrighty. Track this mission. And this way. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go up there. Exit to administrative district. I think this is as far as I got on the Wii U version.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah, Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Can't wait to get my scale.
What? You don't remember what a scale is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade.
Originally, scales were developed as a
Xenosaga
defensive
and
measure to
Xenogears.
counter
All
potential
had
alien
mechs.
threats.
All had mechs.
It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still,
Xenogears had the
just
gears.
look around you.
Xenosaga
New LA
had,
has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2
had
short
the
months.
eggs and
We
the
could never have come so far so
and the
fast
ES
without
crafts.
scale technology.
the Xenoblade Chronicles.
I'd love to
had
get you
the
into one to see
scales.
for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot scales. And even then, you need a license.
Yep.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons.
Yep.
And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Yep, let's head on over. Mission control board.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console. If the assignment seems too tough...
What the hell was that? So we got 6 minutes before an ad. I'll stop the cutscene and we'll run an ad break. So I'll be right back. I'll make me something to eat real quick. Be right back. Run an ad break. Run ad. BRB. And I'm gonna get me something to eat while we wait for ads. We get through for ads to play. I need to add over. music. Let's off this music. Get back in the game. Scenes, gaming. Let's get back to the game. Apply commands. Alrighty. Get back to the game. Let's put back on my headset and let's switch the scene back. I made me a fruit smoothie real quick. Shit. Shit. I really wish I didn't have to have ads. I could just play past ads. I don't want you guys missing any story content. So I really wish I didn't have to have ads. Alright.
To handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Alright, let's go to Armory Alley. Shit. Made me a fruit smoothie. Made me a fruit smoothie.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
With
Blades can requisition
Hawaiian
equipment
Punch
from any of the vendors here.
lemonade.
I won't lie. Most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself.
Metal
Blade Tower.
That's a refreshing smoothie. Refreshing smoothie.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chausson, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough.
Yeah,
We're not
enough,
here to
Lynn.
make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Mission complete. Save progress. Let's go back to Secretary Nagi.
Hey. Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Accept.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Welcome to Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
Right,
In that
east of the
case,
city.
we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
All right, let's go do this.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe.
Let's go. Chapter 2, New Frontier. Let's go. Let's go.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
There we go. Now it's better sound. And turn up the sound on the game a little bit. Alarna, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the segment feature of your map is now available for use. It's displayed on the handheld comm device. Useful tools that lots of info on mirror. Give it a look. Give it a look if you're unsure of where you are and what to do. All right. Let's go install the probe. Let's go install the probe. Hey, ads. I hate ads. I might try to see if I can skip ads for a little bit. We could play a little bit more. I should battle some of the lower end enemies out here. What level am I? Level 4. Let's battle some the lower end enemies out here. Battle this level 5 enemy.
We can do this!
Let's see what you got.
Just to be safe. What?
Shadow strike.
Slide. Fire cannonball.
That put it down. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Got you.
I need
I should
healing.
heal up first.
Flame grenade!
Flame grenade.
Almost there.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leveled up. Heck yeah. Let's battle this enemy. Let's battle this enemy.
Assault
Let's
hammer!
go.
First to win.
Assault hammer.
Fire carnival.
Let's go.
Yes. Hit him again for me.
Oops. Darn it. Missed it.
Appendage down. We can lay it. What?
Victory is ours!
Beat
Let
it.
him get in the way.
Take all. There we go. Let's fight these level 6 enemies. Let's fight these level 6 enemies so I can level up. Okay. No. No.
Assault hammer! First in, first out.
Assault hammer.
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike.
Damn it. Missed it.
Victory is ours!
Let's keep it up.
No, we're not gonna battle that. We're not strong enough to battle that yet. Let's battle you. Let's go. Come on. Let's lock on to target. Lock on to target. can we lock on the target? How come I can't lock on the target? That's up. I want to lock on to the target of that. Target R. Alright. Target R.
We should weaken them just to be safe. Shadow strike!
Side slash! Now, melee attacks!
Okay, here comes the
Early
pain.
bird.
Infuriate.
Slide! Side slash!
Got it. Ranked up. I'm almost to level 6. Almost to level 6.
They look
Fight
pretty
it.
strong.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee
I'll send them
attack.
for a loop.
Side slash! Slide! Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade.
Let's go.
Chrome armor.
Side slash! Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Okay.
strike.
Here comes the pain.
Scream edge!
Close in.
It all comes down to teamwork.
I got a workout from all that.
Got it.
Watch how it's done.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee
I'll
attack.
send them for a loop.
Fire carnival.
Side slash!
Assault hammer. Blast them before they get up.
Target in sight.
Flame grenade. Chrome armor.
I owe you one. Side
Let's go. Let's go.
Move in and do some damage.
I got a workout from all that running.
They look pretty strong.
He won't beat me. Punch first. Ask questions later.
Okay, here comes the pain. Now, close
Let's
in and
go.
clean up. Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Let's go. Let's go.
Leave me. Just take down our foe.
What the hell? What the hell? Oh, I must have sent them off to fight a different enemy. That's the reason I died. Shit. I mean, I've sent them off to fight a different enemy. Like, why aren't you attacking the enemy with me? I sent them off to fight a different enemy.
need
burn.
healing.
Let me cut myself
Thanks
out
for the
with
backup.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I'm almost there. EXP is almost there. I think I'll go up. I think I'll level up to level 7 or 8 at the most out here. Level up to level 7 or 8 at the most out here. No, attack that enemy.
Open fire. Follow me.
Target in sight. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Slide. Splinter.
I think even my cookie got better.
I leveled up and I ranked up to rank 8.
They look pretty strong.
You ready for anything?
Slide. Splinter.
I'm getting close.
Lay into it.
Recuperate.
Shadow strike.
Recuperate.
Side slash.
Toppled him. Close in.
Okay. Here comes the pain.
Early bird. Slide. That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Appendage destroyed. Move in
It all
and
comes
strike.
down to teamwork.
Excellent strategy.
They look pretty strong.
You won't beat me.
Assault hammer.
Slide.
Fire down. Toppled him. Close in.
Side slash. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Flame grenade.
Early bird.
Chrome armor.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Side slash.
All right, it's on.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
I'll send them for a loop.
Wild
Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Okay.
Here comes the pain.
Wild smash.
Let's go.
Trash talk.
Shadow runner. Slide.
Put it down. Weaken him and lay it.
About to be level 6. Then we'll level up one more time to level 7. We'll go probe this.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. Whoa,
Wanna attack the
there.
tyrant.
We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Unite.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right. Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we
Let's
can
do
take
this.
it down, great. But if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is small test is important. You equip your best forward towards the double you over here. Party. Arts. Level up my arts. Let's level up my arts. Oh, I don't have any skills equipped. How do I level up my art? Oh, upgrade. Upgrade. And oh, let's upgrade this. upgrade this. Upgrade that. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade this. About to upgrade. We're not gonna upgrade TP. We are gonna upgrade this again. And we'll upgrade this one more time. There we go. Art. Skills. I can't. Don't have any skills I can use yet. Looking at fashion gear. Fashion gear. I don't think I got any other fashion gear I can equip. So I'm good. What? Tell me I got more fashion. Oh, I do. I do got more fashion gear. Let's equip that. Let's equip that. Let's equip that. There we go. Brown gear. Alrighty, there we go. Got better equipment on. Soul voices? Where's soul voices? Alright, those are like achievements. Alrighty. Let's go battle it. Maybe I should level up a little bit more. What level is it? What level is that tyrant? It's level 81. No, that's level. I don't know what level that tyrant is.
How is this even remotely fair?
Oh, it's my favorite song, Uncontrollable. Ooh, this used to be one of my old intros on YouTube. Uncontrollable. Oh no, 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 no. But the funny is, this has the person that did this song did the music for Attack on Titan.
Take this.
I'm off balance. Shadow strike.
Flame grenade.
I love Uncontrollable.
Upper hand.
Roll
Side slash. Tough. Catch me up. Slide. Scream edge. Fire fire. Move in and do some damage.
flame grenade.
I should heal up first.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Uncontrollable, baby! Uncontrollable!
Assault hammer.
Side slash. Early bird.
Flame grenade.
That's the dent in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
On it. Take this. Now, close in and clean up.
Watch me lay into it.
Strength.
True on any front.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe.
Man, I
Stay
love
here for long.
Uncontrollable.
There's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Launch.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
Yeah.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Yeah. Let's report to Secretary Nagi. I'm a pathfinder. If we're gonna grow the frontier now, we need to install more data processors. Plant one, simply approach a vacant probe site and press A. If you have a good spot, you're sure to claim it. Common sense, really. Now all that's left to report back to base. But first, I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that you see best engage with scale. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky. So be careful about such things in the future, okay? Alright. Alrighty. We're not gonna go do those. That tyrant is level 25. We're not level 25 yet. Oh yeah, we're about to go back. If it was level 25, I would do it, but I'm not level 25. I want to level up a little bit. Oh my. I guess I can rank up my class one more time. Put out on one more enemy. I'll fight him. No. Fight him.
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up close.
Engaging. Lay down the fire.
Assault
Do
hammer.
some damage. Shadow strike.
I own the backup.
Wild down!
Side slash.
Close in!
Yes. Now get in close.
Now it's my turn.
Flame grenade.
Upper hand.
Robe armor.
Trash tough!
Damn it.
Flying now. Melee attacks.
Please.
Side slash.
What? Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up.
Guys.
Early turn. Shadow strike. They're tough.
Fire
Touch me
carnival!
up.
Yes! Hit him again for me! Flame club!
Yeah. You're on top of this now. Side slash. I'm in trouble. Heal me.
That was my bad. That was my bad. That was my bad. I fucking stupidly didn't press B when I was supposed to. I can get this. Get this.
Open fire! Follow me!
I've got your cover fire.
Flame grenade!
Hey,
no
hit him
pushing.
again for me! Wild
Shadow
Snake!
strike.
Wild Snap! Thermal
Assault
Payload!
hammer!
Fire! Punch him! Pendant down! Making him lay in!
Come on.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Stop it! Flame club!
Thanks for the backup.
Early bird.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike.
Hit harder! Fire carnival!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I wanted to...
Flame grenade!
This...
Upper hand.
Victory is ours!
Nice work.
Rank up. There we go. Got it. Ranked up. Rank 9, level 6. I'm good. I'm good. We can go back to base. We can go back to base. Let's go. Where's he at? There we go.
Commander Vanden.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Mission complete.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
It started.
Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months, so we don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold, and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Let's charge up my controller.
Carriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with
Might use that other controller. Oh, this charges. This is dead. Yeah. Let that charge. I'll use this controller. My Zelda Pro controller. I use my Zelda Pro controller.
Lynn. He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought
Got
from
38
Earth needs to be
minutes of
treated
no
like it's
ads.
irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the reclaimers.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's most like he ran.
Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Decide.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
I think I'm gonna go with interceptors. Yeah, I'm gonna want to do that. 'Cause I want to protect the. Yeah. Either pathfinders or interceptors. I want to go with at first. I think I'll go with interceptors.
Then it's settled?
Confirm.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Let's
Roger
move
that.
out. Chapter 3, Builders of a Legacy. You're officially by the crowds on. Alrighty.
I think even my cooking got better.
Alrighty. Let's go outside. Don't. I wonder where is AMBs? AM terminal. Let's go develop new gear, weapons. Protect wire. Upgrade traits. Potential up. Upgrade. Max EP out. Back out. Back. Upgrade. There we go. Oops. Wrong button. Wrong button. Let's go. Party. Arts. Let's go upgrade her arts. Let's upgrade her art. Upgrade. Upgrade. There we go. They're upgraded. They're set. Let's save it. Let's save it. Let's go back out. Let's go map. Anyway, I can get fast travel over there. Where I gotta go. Fast travel over where I gotta go. Where is it? Do I gotta go? Where is it I gotta go? I can't fast travel.
Got it.
Let's go. Oh, battle some enemies on the way.
Open fire! Follow me!
I've got you covered, fire.
Damn it.
Shadow strike! Split! Assault hammer!
Side
Hey, no pushing!
Early bird. That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Flame grenade!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Okay, here comes the pain!
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
Stop it!
Upper hand.
Flame flow!
Thanks for the backup!
Blast! Appendage death! Weaken him and let it
Roll armor!
Sliding slither.
scratch top!
Split!
Fire carnival!
Suck appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Almost there. Give me strength.
Level up, baby. Level up. Level up. Level up. We're at level 7. Let's take on this level 8 enemy.
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up close!
Shadow strike.
Appendage death! Weaken him and let
All right, it's on.
They're off
Locked and
guard.
loaded.
Stagger them with a melee
Let's
attack.
go.
I'll send them for a loop.
Fire carnival!
Slide
Flame grenade. Assault hammer.
Move in and do some attempted destroy. Move in and strike. Scream edge.
Okay, here comes the pain.
Slide. Move in and do some damage. We got him.
We got him. Let's move. There we got him. Let's move.
What? They've seen us.
Let's go.
Lay down some fire for me.
Let's go.
Assault hammer.
Lay down some cover fire. Fire
Let's see
carnival!
him chew on this.
That's it. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Yeah.
On it. Take this.
Let's go.
Close in and clean up.
Elmo.
Gold armor.
Appreciate it.
Lay into it.
I have to stay in this. Help me.
Thanks for the backup. Big
Comes from
these cards,
experience.
so
That's
we have
true
to
on any
play them.
planet.
Let's go. We got him. We got him. They're almost level 8. Let me take on level 9 enemy.
They look pretty strong.
You won't be
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike.
I'll send them for a loop. Blast
Got
them
it.
before they get up.
Target of sight.
Flame grenade.
cover fire.
Side splash.
Fire carnival! Hit him again for me!
All right, you're in for it.
Early bird.
Roll armor.
Thanks a bunch.
That dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate.
Shadow strike.
Got it.
Close in and clean up.
Watch me lay into it.
Side
Flame
splash.
grenade.
Upper hand.
Yeah, we're leveling up, baby. We're leveling up. I'm loving this. Yeah, how are we supposed to get over there? Oh, around. Around. Go around. Go around. Go around. Go around. Oh yeah, that's level 81. Yeah, we're not fighting that. We're not fighting that. That's level 81. We're definitely not fighting that.
This is good.
Let's go.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
I'll send them for a loop.
Scream edge.
Let's go. Uncontrollable, baby. Damn it. It's a tyrant. That was a tyrant. I wasn't strong enough. I was too weak. Need to level up just 2 more levels to fight it. Level 9. And if I can fight a few level 8 enemies, level 8 and level 9 enemies, I'll be able to take that on. Level 8 and level 9 enemies, I'll be able to take it on.
Open fire! Follow me! Assault hammer! Shadow strike! Appendage destroyed! Flame Move grenade! In and strike! Okay, here comes the pain!
Fight level 8 and level 9 enemy. Their class went out. Their class went out. Dude. My class is max, so now I just gotta get my levels up. My class is max for now. I just gotta get my levels out. Level 8.
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Side slash! Fire!
Assault hammer!
Extreme edge! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Upper hand!
Roll armor!
Early bird!
Flame grenade!
Let's go.
Keep the rhythm going.
Ready for the back. Victory is ours!
Let's keep it up.
Let's go. 3 more battles and I should be level 8. Three more battles. I should be level 8. I'm probably about to get offline in a minute. I'm not gonna fight that. I'm gonna wait till I'm level 8. Wait till I'm level 8. Level 7.
All right, it's on.
Locked and loaded.
Yes! close.
Now it's my turn. Suck ice. Assault hammer. Some damage.
Thermal payload!
Flame grenade.
Fire carnival! Flame close!
Now that's what I need.
Suck neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Slide knife. Slip in and do some damage. Scream edge.
All right,
Shadow
you're in
strike.
for it.
Upper hand.
Wild down! Topple him! Close in!
Okay,
Smash!
here comes victory is ours.
Nice work.
Got better.
There we go. One more battle and I'll be level 8. Let's fight this.
All right, it's on.
Locked and loaded.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Flame grenade.
Shadow strike.
Fire carnival!
Off balance.
I'm gonna try to get to level 10
Side flash.
before I fucking.
Upper hand. Side flash.
Okay, no pushing.
Touch me up.
Sorry, I need to recover
Lightning.
first.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Scream edge.
Flame grenade.
Shadow strike.
Stop it!
Side flash. Upper hand.
Thanks for the backup.
Now we're stuck on a whole new planet. No peace looking at the skies over bombers all around. Stay quick with the gun cannons.
Recuperate.
Fire carnival!
Got it.
Almost there. Give me strength.
I'm level 8. Shit. Do I want to end it here? I think it'd be best I end it here. Just because I want to try to get enough sleep for work. And level 8 really isn't bad. We made it to level 8. I probably can come back and play some more of this when I get home from work. I can play some more of this when I get home from work tonight. Do another stream to more of this when I get home from work. Yeah. Let's save it. Now we're about to get off stream. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. But I'll be back later on today. I'll be back. I'll be back probably tonight when I get off of work. Or if I'm not back when I get off of work, I'll be streaming the Mario Kart World Direct when I get off Thursday before I go to work. I'll probably stream that Thursday morning, the Mario Kart World Direct, my reaction to that. So yeah, but until then, people, this has been me, Uncle Shao, saying God bless, take care, and yeah, I hope to catch you guys in my next stream. Let's do the final farewells. Let's cut off my Switch. Let's do the final farewells. The final farewells. Yeah, we're about to get off stream. I'm about to raid somebody. We're probably gonna raid I wonder if Yes is online. Let's check and see if Yes is online. Yes. Oh, she's streaming Death Stranding. He's streaming Death Stranding. The Death Stranding. Heck, we might raid Amidal. Might raid Mega. Because he's streaming Death Stranding. I'm always for more people to watch more people stream Death Stranding. Yeah, we'll probably go raid Mega. Probably go raid Mega. Cause I would love to raid Teresa, but she's playing a game I don't want to get spoiled on. I want to play with Akira this weekend. Yeah. I think we'll raid Mega. Death Stranding. So yeah, we're raiding Mega. I'll be back. I'll be back either later on the night when I get off of work, or tomorrow with the Mario Kart World Direct. But either way, you guys take care. God bless, take care. Peace out and have a good night.